comes to Eltharion. It is my duty, our duty, to endure. Stand with me. For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall.
Welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and Part 6 of our legendary Eltharion the Grim Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here in the same turn as previous. I decided to go ahead, or I guess this is the very next turn, put him in march, decided to come on back. We need to sprint up here and deal with the enemies that we have immediately first. They may be improving slightly, but the Bloody Hand orcs are being able to build up way too much here. So we need to move in and do some damage. We also need to keep an eye on Scrag the Slaughterer. If we lose Death Gorge, it's going to be a little bit unfortunate. But all we really need to do with this is to dealing with Scarbrand. So now that Scarbrand's gone and done and dusted, consigned to history, we can pretty much just leave Death Gorge, and if it gets taken out, it gets taken out. The Skaven are at war, at least the clan Moore is Skaven here, are at war with two other factions. They're fighting Karak-Azul and the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits, which actually neither one of these are really going to pose that much of a threat to them. They're already strength rank 7 too, which means they are a gigantic horde of Skaven. So we're just going to want to try to not pick on them right now, and keep building up these areas here and back at Yvresse proper while we deal with the orcs and the oncoming approach that is going to be Slutnash. So, for this turn we'll have Yennefer come on up.
Be prepared, Asa.
Be prepared, Asa. We'll have her move into Yvresse in march stance to try and keep control boosting up as fast as we can here. We want to get out of the negatives. Recruitment cost increase, growth decrease, and income from all building decrease is all bad stuff that we just don't want to deal with. So we'll set her up here. We even could probably start removing some of her forces to make sure we can boost up Eltharions further. So it looks like Kothik is actually holding very well against Slaanesh.
You may approach and make your request.
Not even at war with him yet. Oh, there is Be'lakor though. Be'lakor all along. Before we end the turn, let's go ahead and increase our relations with Karaz-a-Karak. It's going to cost a lot of influence, but it's very worth it. We do indeed have several mutual enemies. Nothing fosters relations better than the death of a common foe, so sending hated corpses to both Eltharion the Grim and Thorgrim, each with missives to the bodies claiming credit, should fool these two factions into strengthening their bonds. Yes, indeed, fool our friendlies. Let's go ahead and keep increasing relations with Etain as well. By plus 40. Great stuff. And over at the Sunken Kernark, this is about to be attacked. I think I'm going to Galderaz upgrade the Colonnade, which gives us more control and income. And as soon as control is restored, we'll have even more monies. Infinite Rebellion. Yep, hopefully we can fight them off. If not, sad day. We've got 3 spears and 2 archers, so it's going to be a weird fight.
For countless Asur lives depend upon me.
Hello, Tyrion. Non-aggression. I was slightly concerned he was going to decide, well, we can just confederate you the old-fashioned way. But non-aggression pact sounds great. Take this off. We can go ahead and get military access too, and he can just move straight on through and start fighting against our enemies. Sounds good to me. I agree to your terms, although it causes me great pain. Drama. Oh, it's Druki. Yeah, we are going to have a struggle with this one, aren't we? Valiant defeat. There's not much chance we could fight 3 Dark Riders and... fun. Rebellion. Luckily we didn't lose too much gold. Settlement it was indeed lost. Let's go ahead and keep moving with Eltharion so we can deal with this rebellion here next turn.
Without fail.
Galderaz should easily be safe against something like that, unless they're able to recruit in some more really scary units. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Our economy is still absolutely in tatters.
True magic.
So let's get on out here in the latest blessing and see if we can't figure out where best to apply our violence.
You may approach and make your request.
And Kothik is now deteriorating. Treaties with Safari. Okay then. Any quick deals to be had? Defensive alliance with Avalorn, yes please.
All are welcome in my court.
It's a little bit concerned. Oh, Silastra's already arrived. Here to drown Ulthuan.
The time is now.
We're causing great pain to all the other Asur lords here. Cool. Defensive alliance with L'Oreal that early on is pretty good. Should be able to, as soon as we can afford the outpost, we get in some of her units. No problem.
I will hear you. I promise no more than that.
Ooh, it's time to join her war against Slaanesh. Alright, so be it. My ally begins out. Oh, that was very fast. Over into Yvresse has got a little bit more defenders. Oh, no good. We've got more Savage Orcs appearing out of nowhere. Good grief. Give them a fighting chance against our settlement, why don't you? The cartridge ammunition, where my bolts and arrows can be stored for swift access when the ebb and flow of battle demands. Oh, it's just... these go together. Makes sense. And the dim suns are here. Hopefully they move on, but... that's a nasty army. Alright, Eltharion, we can at least stamp out the likes of Sabioth here.
Formation.
Assume standard formation. Now we must fight this battle ourselves to us. How'd you get so many more Dark Riders? Stormwing, that's very loud. Let's get them. We've got enemies to capture in our cage. Alright, so we should probably, actually they don't have any, they have no crossbow support whatsoever. Which means we can just go ahead and post up between these two blockers here. So we'll do Spearmen, Silvering Guard, Spearmen. And then Athel Samara, Faith Bearers. The last group of Spearmen. And then the good old Rangers behind them. Loyal. Get the Eltharion Reavers on up there, and we'll start layering up our archers. So let's do 3 in the first, 3 in the second. From having kind of post up on the sides, that way they can fire into and around those shields if they need to. Ballista here. And firing on the Dark Riders, we'll have it in single shot. I will take the front line. Eltharion is gonna skate around and blast soul quenches wherever he wants, so infantry. You lot in guard mode. Let it begin. Alright, Eltharion, get in there. Warden of Ulthuan. You just sweep in and go after these Dark Riders right off the bat. Blast them with some Soul Quench either way. Get up this high means there's nothing you can do about it.
Swiftly, as you say, for duty.
The Dark Riders getting shot at already. Perfect. Go ahead and stop them. Start falling on back towards the line. Peppering these riders with arrows. Speed difference between the two looks to be identical.
Eltharion archers, march, setting forth.
Moving. Eltharion, you should be able to easily deal with this one. Give yourself the heal and scare them off too. I'm gonna use Shim's Burning Gaze towards these clowns. I'm back behind the line. Well done. Come after this group here. Ooh, those Dark Riders just had a last samurai charge for sure. Untold magical power. And they flee before they even get close. Turns out being caught on fire is not a lot of fun. Idiots. Well, they're gone too. Who's next? I'll send Eltharion after Sabioth. Ooh, just barely missed us. Ballista, we can switch you back into normal shot. Clean up these bleak swords. Let's go ahead and come a little ways away, and we can just drop the Soul Quench on these Dread Spears.
The might of Yvresse.
Double up.
Onward.
Get both units no problem. Let's go ahead and have Eltharion come around. We're gonna have to chase Sabioth off in a moment.
Called upon
Give yourself heals.
by my father's
You can come on in and Soul Leech. Pretty great. No battle robes shall not save you, Druki.
wherever I am needed.
You're all alone. Hunt him down.
Strikes.
Realize that we have our Eltharion Reavers that can come off and start chasing guys. You just come on over off the side.
The fangs
Oh, Eltharion caught you quick. lock him in place, and finish him off. Enemy captured. And, ooh, he's half the wizard he used to be. Poor guy. What happens when you do crime, though? We're gonna run down the rest of these surviving Druki here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, exactly the victory we were looking for with 0 lost on our side. Thank you, Stormwing, for the victorious screech. Alright, 2's a little bit much, calm down. Go ahead and occupy Kernark once more.
Prince Eltharion.
Oh, rise the Mistwalkers. Every Cavill has proven themselves to be one of Yvresse's finest warriors, and can now be inducted into the ranks of the Mistwalkers, should you choose. Oh, so your heroes can be turned into Mistwalkers? We give them the Sentinel trait, which gives us more controlled local province, more defense, more resistance, and a lot more leadership size when defending. The Shadow makes him a better, looks like a better hero, more ambush success chance, magical attacks, stalk, and terror when fighting greenskins. The Watcher, more movement range, less control, more speed, and then refuse him. No, probably not. I think the Sentinel's a good one. That much more control is great. Any province he's in. He has become Cavill the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resolved to be an immovable force, leading from the front against adversity and mortal dangers that others would flee from. Sounds like Cavill.
Obey the vow.
Obey the vow.
Expects.
So now we'll grab Stand Your Ground, that we can drop even more leadership down wherever we want. Start working probably on his blue line finally.
Duty is purpose.
Duty is purpose. Yeah, we'll keep upgrading Spirit Leech for zapping either Skaven or either Lord and Hero we come across. Baruch, no failure. But we won't do any building here still because we would just be wasting the money. Salt Flats at Kronti Mingle. I think we need walls. The Watchtower gives us 2 spears, 1 archer with light armor, and an Eltharion Reaver. Sounds good to me. Death Gorge, if anything, we'll have you make us some more gold, but I don't think it would be worth it because we're losing 25% of that. So back over in Yvresse. Nothing really we can do either. Kind of just in a saving mode.
High Elven Archmage.
Although Sarah fleeing like that is a little bit terrifying. What are you running from? The answer is Nikari. I will give you the Storm Raider, since you already are the Storm. Too expensive. We're gonna need them though, guaranteed. Alright, since we can't quite go for military advancements too, let's just snag... Really, none of these are very exciting. Armor for Eltharion Reavers, and more recruit rank. Let's do the naval disciplines, that way when we do start upgrading our spear wall with the Sea Guard, they got more leadership and defense. Good stuff. Yennefer hasn't been moved.
Tower.
Yeah, let's stay here and build up magic. We're gonna need plenty of it fighting against us, Slanesh. Losing leadership
Magic
though,
in
or losing
pure form.
control here in Yvresse,
Bring me
so
my terms.
really need to move in and help out with that instead. So we'll post up in Yvresse and see what Nikari tries. And we've got another... Oh, do we not remember? We didn't manage to capture him. He must have run out just in time. Or maybe because he's a rebel, we can't throw them in prison. It's one of the two. Yeah, who knows where the dim sun just took off to? They jumped in the underway and now they are gone. Alright, well, that could have been some orcs for us to take down, but such is not apparently the way. We will go ahead and throw in... Nothing here. It's like a Kernark is not a good settlement for us.
Only service.
I'm not going to give it to the undead because I would like to move up and just kind of stamp them out. Because of how there's so many rivers in the way, we kind of have to move through after going after Bloody Hands. So let's come up
by failure.
to
The
Galbaraz.
smallest change.
And we might even just give this over to them. We're only making 100 from it. What would you all say to me giving you that settlement?
Man sleep wanes and more sleep waxes. Of course, I was expecting you.
I'm sure you were. If I was to give you Sunken Kernark, Really, you don't care that much about it? Which is kind of surprising. Alright, Eltharion.
Prince Eltharion.
I think that 20 stack is useful, but I really don't think we need it right now. Let's keep moving.
My life for Tor Yvresse.
Alright, sweet. Back over to... yeah, there's other demons afoot here.
Pure magic.
Having to sit here and build up control is unfortunate. But now the control is stabilizing. We'll start losing it again afterwards. At least it's not hurting our upkeep anymore, or our income anymore. If we were to jump out of the settlement, what would happen? It goes back to -3.
Fortress of magic.
How unfortunate. Well, that's gonna be the way it is. Let's jump into our intrigue, see about making better friends with the Dawi nearby. Oh, we just met Eltharion. Oh, we have. Bet we can trade with him. Almost. You don't like treaties with Avalorn. What's wrong with you? The undead are causing all sorts of problems on the other side. We need to get involved in this war quite quickly.
Alariel's champion.
It's like a defensive alliance for Tyrion as well. I'm here for that.
To discuss? Very well.
And then, yeah, no confederations yet, but man, we're on our way. Eltharion, you have so many armies.
Master of magic.
Master of magic.
Hoeth.
Cool. And then if we don't get into any battles next turn, I will jump into Eltharion's quest battle. I think we've got an army that can handle it. We'll find out the hard way if not. Alright, there'll be another turn. Alright, Tane's building up an outpost now in Death Gorge, which, that works for me. Scourge of Cain is gone, and now there's another rebellion, this time at the Barrier Idols. The war with the Bloody Hands for 1,000 gold in the Greenskin conflict. Don't worry, we're on it. Here I would love to put in walls, but since he's not nearby, I don't think it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. For previously, it looked like it was around 1,800. This outpost will give us 3 Lothar and Sea Guard, which is awesome.
The darkness is spreading.
The darkness is spreading.
The Warden. Stand ready.
Alright, Eltharion. Let's go ahead and try to move on the Dragonhorn mines. We'll go as far as we can here. Well, actually, let's come next to Grunty Mingle to start. Ugh. Alright, let's fight the battle, and then we'll see afterwards, won't we? Into our objectives, the Talisman of Hoeth, which looks like we are a little bit more on par now with our enemies. And let's just see. What, Pyrrhic Victory looks like we're going to fight ourselves an Exalted Lord of Change and probably some other reinforcements. Thankfully, we have our own as well. And a Manticore should be no match for the likes of Stormwing. Lovely river crossing to defend. The Field Elves. The goal of the heinous forces of chaos is clear. They want the destruction of the ancient Waystones, an act that would leave Ulthuan exposed and disrupt the flow of winds of magic into the Great Vortex. Not only will the elves' island haven be overrun by demonic evil, the chaos would eventually be able to manifest freely and unabated across the entire world. This is the Warden's burden. He has no choice but to answer his calling and stop them at all costs.
Hark, kinsmen. It is now clear that the weakening of the Talisman was not without reason. The medallion's connection to the ancient Waystones has revealed a dire fate. This ruinous host of chaos seeks to destroy this Waystone and all others that protect Ulthuan. Our proximity to it shall grant us its power, but it also nourishes our foes. The Keepers of the Stones send aid from the mountain pass to the north, but the river will not slow these twisted beings for long. We must hold this position to the last. If we fail, Yvresse will fall, and all Ulthuan will be next. The fate of the Vortex, nay, the entire world, rests on our shoulders. Within reason.
You know, nothing. No pressure. Oh, we start off immediately.
Orders received.
Forward, lads. Switch you over into multi-shot mode.
For order.
Eltharion Reaver's gonna come back this way. Eltharion. Let's not bump up too much there. Oh, perfect. Thank goodness. Up to this top of this cliff here, and Eltharion, you just go straight after the enemy lord. I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Launch. We're gonna go ahead and go for Unleash the Winds. That way, anything he tries to cast back is now going to miscast automatically. Eltharion versus this guy should be an easy fight. Or Ludrin.
As you say.
Take position here.
Acknowledge.
Multi-shot bolts should be tearing apart even the likes of that group. Let's switch targets though, so we're taking out these marauders.
I'm waiting.
Let's go ahead and Warden's Cage this poor fool. Spirit Leech him. That's that. Oh, we didn't get the cage him in time. I think the cage went down a little bit too slowly. Strange shapes moving in the mists downriver. Be wary. Oh, down here?
We will obey. Battle call.
Reavers deal with these clowns. That seems like a victory to me, unless they have a whole bunch more. Enemy reinforcements approaching. The mere Balefiend has led an enemy scouting party through the mist to circumvent your defenses. I mean, is that gonna work? Leave Eltharion alone.
Empowered by vengeance.
Acknowledge.
We have the numbers, and they just keep wading into death. Go and check a fireball in the middle here. I mean, those are aspiring champs, but they're having a bad time.
Eltharion archers.
This group's gone. We'll bring the Illyrian archers back behind our lines. In fact, we'll have them chase these guys off. That way we don't have to deal with them. Those Chaos Warriors coming around, no problems. Dodge in here. Bring the Reavers up just a little bit further, and since we aren't doing any casting at the moment, we'll go ahead and activate the winds. Ooh. Okay, so they're not as good in a melee as Marauder Horsemen. Those are Horse Masters, that's why. That makes all the sense. Drop the, not Spirit Leech, but the Shim's Burning Gaze on these clowns. We need the actually just skills here. Eltharion, you launch your Soul Quench and then go hit him.
The Grim Warden rises!
Charge and attack this group. And the Famir is going to attack us, but he's so far away. Where's our allies? Very fabric of reality weakens. A Lord of Change pierces the veil. Between worlds with a host of horrific beasts and brings hell-wrought. Something for us to contend with.
Spearmen. Understood.
Here's getting your own group. Archers, you kind of do the same. These guys, all the Mistwalkers and the Rangers, and then something like that. I'm pretty sure you can handle this this Lord of Change on your own. So Eltharion and Stormwing versus the Lord of Change. Let's see who's victorious. Launch the Soul Quench, then go get him. Rip off as much damage as you can there. Get him, Eltharion. There's the Famirs over here. Our enemies are being torn asunder in the river. Oh, hang on now. Those Chaos Warriors made it in. That's my fault. Start tearing them up, please. You switched to single shot mode. Let's deal with this poor fool. Ouch. Oh, there was a Storm of Change came on down. That's cheeky. Ah, get his Golden Hounds too. Okay, so you're just blasting metal spells. I didn't even realize. Relax, brother. And that's another enemy lord down. Alright, Eltharion, you come up and around. Man, that was unfortunate. There is still the enemy Soul Grinder Siege to contend with. Where's my ballista? Can't quite hit them. I just drop down the heals for... Wow, that was unfortunate. You guys fall back. Spears up.
Swiftly, following orders.
They're trying to go around, are they?
The fangsword hunters.
Cries of phoenixes echo through the mountain pass. The keepers of the stones come to a... About time.
I am needed.
Chosen of Hoeth.
Where's my ballista at? Let's start blasting away at this soul grinder.
Master of Hoeth.
War Master fall back a bit.
We away.
Scared them off nicely. Fall back here. My other Eltharion archers come on over. Really just need to rotate this whole force. You guys keep firing.
In Moranian's name.
Eltharion versus the Famir and the Chieftain. Not going so well for these guys back here.
Grim Warden rises.
Alright, if you're gonna keep chasing, I'm gonna bring you all as far back as we can. Looks like they're getting very aggressive with the War Beast and such, so we'll charge you on in with the heals. Overcast heals here.
It will be done. Moving up.
Okay. Cheeky.
Advance.
Cheeky but fair.
Willed it. Spearmen, orders received. As you say.
Keep running away.
Eltharion.
Heal yourself and then keep taking down Jurgesh there.
Orders received.
We'll slaughter that group. Thankfully, these Chaos Warriors decided to run before it gets too late.
We will obey.
Catch them all at once. I can't do any heals, sadly. I can overcast this Spirit Leech and get rid of Sigwolf. Alright, looks like the Famir Bale Fiend is next. Couple chops. There goes the Lord.
For duty.
You guys fall back. Don't want to get charged by those Famir. Let the Spearmen hold the line. Alright, looks like we... Oh, no, those spawn caught us. Alright, there goes the enemy spellcaster. Our Phoenix is just sitting up here... You. Keepers of the Stones. This is going in the book. What are you up to up here? We're helping. By taking pictures. What is happening to, Oh, the Soul Grinder's still alive. How the Soul Grinder's still alive, I do not know. I think our ballista is just failing to hit every shot. Go get him then, buddy. Keep charging, and they keep being driven back. Let's set a couple of these archers here to stop firing. That way they can replenish some ammo.
I go. I must.
Heal yourself up, buddy.
The might of
Fall back
Yvresse.
just a little bit.
We advance. White Tower Guardian.
There it is. Oh, he's losing the fight, is he?
Warden of Outward.
How about now? Where's your leadership now, Famir Warrior? Oh, that's the wrong one.
My father's
I'll get rid of the Famir at least. Apotheosis keep scaring people. Can't scare off a demon, sadly. Then every archer we have left, just go ahead and blast away these Famir.
We away.
Now again, some of our Eltharion Reavers got caught.
Spearmen.
Walk back over here so I can heal you both.
Without fail. Without question. Understood. March.
Gotta give the enemy credit, they are fighting to the bitter end.
Loyal.
Hit these guys here.
For duty. Forward. Apace.
Keep running. Now these berserkers will flee eventually. That's a terrible heal. We got at least one of them.
Spearmen. Eltharion archers.
Make Outward proud.
Sit there and blast them full of arrows.
Without
Famir are running. Just keep falling back. I think the Soul Grinder's trying to find another angle.
Eltharion moving.
The tenacity of our enemies here is quite commendable.
Warden rises.
Stormwing isn't scared of you. Either are our ballista crews. And that is a victory.
Penance.
Pretty fun battle there. Most of our losses going to the Spearmen, as you would kind of expect.
Eltharion.
Lead that along and claim win. Alright, that's a quest battle completed. We're losing 204 in the process, even if the Keepers of the Stones did not help us even a little bit. We can go ahead and get forced labor for almost full replenishment. I trust that our replenishment will be just fine. Let's go ahead and ransom those captives for even more influence. And now we've got Ragara's Pride. The legendary father of white lions, an ally to Kurnos, the god of the hunt, lives on through this fearsome pride. We've got the Pure Main Company. Parts to match that of Chandras himself, the Pure Main Company are fearless. Glorious, it's 30 more influence, 5,000 treasury, and in a hefty bit of casualty replenishment for 2 turns. And then the Talisman of Hoeth.
Prince Eltharion.
This claims it gives us elite high magic. Extended cast range. Things are different, but I can't necessarily make them out myself. We will come on in then and... yeah, probably grab Merchant Lord or just the good old... Wary is very good for fighting against the Skaven. Let's do Merchant Lord first, and then we'll come over to Wary.
Joy is wanton.
Joy is weakness. Alright, Eltharion. That was a pretty good win, but we do need to do a little bit of replenishing. We can come to Grand to Mingle. Come on out to hit this run into battle, then come on back in. You don't want to spend a lot of time not doing what we actually need to. Also, really want the Ragara's Pride. Mighty Roar. 8 less leadership, that's always a good debuff to have. Bonus V infantry and armor piercing. So that'll be our bonus V infantry. Which I guess we also have it with the Rangers, but how much is it? 8 as opposed to 10 with the Ragara's Pride, and both of them are pretty good.
I will avenge.
I will avenge. Hop into our intrigue at court and see about making better friends with probably Ironbrow's expedition. Glorious. Finibar's War Council is not an official organization, more the Phoenix King's close associates that guide and advise on matters of war. To be invited to the council is a great honor, so engineer Ironbrow's expeditions, participation with Yvresse to improve their relations. I've got my lovely concrete pouring crew back on in. This has been the longest running stretch of repair on the smallest, only like 100 feet of road. It's pretty hilarious. Let's go ahead and just go for the upgrade to Stormhedge. Perfect. And they've been going since around the 26th of May all the way up till now, which is quite insane. Oh, it's a tier 3 building you need. The stone walls. Well, that's no good. Well then, it's probably going to be... any of these others give us more garrison. Recruitment of the Great Eagle, less corruption. Well then, let's go for the Elven Gardens, which will give us access to a noble. Very good hero for us to have. And then... probably the Plaza too, just to help out with control. We're going to have a rebellion here soon. What's the garrison look like? Eey, that's scary. We'll see.
My life for Tor Yvresse.
Alright, up here with Yennefer then. Yeah, we're starting to see the heroes that are siding with Bellicor, which is not a good sign. 9 more turns for the upgrade to Tor Yvresse. Let's go for Trelinia.
High Elven Archmage.
High Elven Archmage. Up to +4 here. Does that mean we're getting a positive 1? No, she's just very good at making people get along.
Benediction.
See if we can help. More buildings available. Not down there at the Sunken Kernark, they aren't. Skip on through, ignore that imminent rebellion. Hopefully we can fight it off here at the Gorge. We shall soon see. Alright, so Angroth the Doom. Oh, Scarbrand's back. Awesome. Oh, Kathik is gone too. That was fast. Alright, thankfully we can go ahead and just give this one to the auto-resolve. We will ransom these captives.
Is your only option.
Might need to pull the gold out of here too. Trolls increasing just for a few turns after dealing with that rebellion though.
Cull.
So Eltharion, you come on out and grab this remnant of battle.
March for Lilith.
March for Lilith. We'll give ourselves fell cargo so we can perform better on campaign. 1,500 treasury in the wax sealed ration. So less upkeep and less attrition. That's amazing. Now we'll go into full speed.
Tirelessly. Full speed.
And hopefully we won't get jumped over here while getting preparing to attack the greenskins. Alright. The fall of Kothique is so concerning. Oh, here comes Be'lakor, lovely. Oh, and he's got Chaos Warriors. Yep, and the likelihood that he's going to just bypass Tor of Yvresse and go straight after Trilinia is extremely high.
Magic in purest form.
Man. Alright, fall back.
Archmage's duty.
With Be'lakor all along. We may go for the Invocation of Ladriel. We've got 10 turns to make use, let's go for it. Should keep Be'lakor at bay for a few turns at the very least. And then we can give Yennefer a couple extra troops if we need to, but let's hold off on that. Alright. Check our actual province tab for any of the buildings. It's just here in the Sunken Kernarch. Leaving that for much longer is not very smart. It'll take quite some time for it to actually make its gold back. It's going to get attacked just about every time. So we kind of have to leave it. Outpost available, though. Avalorn and Attain. We need the gold, though, don't we? Putting one in at Evershale. This access to lots of good units. Let's go for the outpost. And the mission to hunt down... Looks like Kari's rolling around with 2 full stacks. Never much fun there, but if we can lure them into Tor of Yvresse, we should have an easier time dealing with them. Alright, well, that should be another turn quite soon. Let's see if we can't make any more friends. So here with Karazakrak, I'm going to spend a lot more. Just want a trade agreement with them. Trade with the Lyrian almost. We get non-aggression with Pirates of Sartosa. She is not going to survive for long, is she? How much gold do you have?
That tasks me to
Wait.
destroy you.
Not much. Tasks you to destroy me, huh? I don't believe you. Alright, well that should be another one of our turns. Balancing on a knife's edge here.
The Fang Sword hungers to meet
War
your...
with Be'lakor has commenced. We should call our allies to help. They might decide not to, so we'll just say, no, you guys can help us if you want. Joined us? Not at all. And Heimlings are coming too, so they're going to be attacking our port settlement. And naval discipline has been researched now. Try and stay in the ship. That's the first lesson, and it'll keep you alive. Makes sense to me. Oh good, they disappeared. Somehow the Skaven are stealing people from Tor of Yvresse. Populace in one of your settlements is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue for the remaining denizens is a triangular symbol daubed on a nearby gate or wall. Except for the Skaven can't get into Tor of Yvresse or get into Ulthuan at all, so it doesn't actually make sense there. Oh boy.
No.
Well, lovely. Van Heimling's gonna attack Trilinia. Let's go ahead and go into an ambush. Draw them in.
The Archmage marches.
Uncontrollable.
This is gonna be rough. For our next research, we can't go for any of the others because the buildings are in the way, so I think it's gonna be the Swift Sense, so we can get more speed and charge bonus for those Eagles and War Lions. Either way, we are in trouble. Alright, Eltharion, please say you can reach the Dragonhorn mines. You cannot.
Exercise discretion.
So we will sneak up to about this bridge,
Vengeance calls me.
and then we'll jump them here next turn. Alright, cool. Over in the home front,
Trained by the White Tower.
we really probably need some more troopers. So even though you're not in it, you have to be in a camp stance, because I think having access to even just another unit of the Spire Guard is going to be extremely useful. Just the one unit of White Lions, while strong, can be overwhelmed. They came very quickly upon us. Bellicor striking out at Ulthuan. Alright, so let's grab the Pure Main Company. We can get more archers. We might have to sit for a turn.
Be prepared, Asur. Bring me my
We'll hang back into Yvresse. We'll grab ourselves a Spire Guard and then just another unit of archers. Alright, good stuff. No buildings that I care about at the moment, so we'll just kick in a fight with the Greenskins here next turn.
You dare beg time from him who would see you eviscerated.
Oh, you ready to be eviscerated there, Ghoul King? He wants a non-aggression pact. I mean, I'm not going to sign one, but we can cooperate in spirit. Nemesis Crown is in the Empire. I'm not going to worry about the Evil Crown.
The Warden of
We are too
Yvresse.
honorable. Except for when it comes to slaughtering the Dawi. Or the, not the Dawi,
Get out of here
the
before
bloody
you
hands.
use.
Have I met... Oh, I haven't. They're right here and I haven't met them.
Greetings,
I'll
honorable
join your war
ally.
with Clan Verms, perhaps. Or just Crooked Moon. Crooked Moon, and you will give me a non-aggression pact. Let's go for the non-aggression pact. Stealing all his gold is great, but we do want Thorgrim to survive. And from there, we're about ready to start trading with Kalidor.
Like
Can I just
all
pay
other
for trading with
Ulthuan,
Kalidor?
you should
Ooh, it's
bow
too expensive.
before Kalidor.
Allah.
Although, can we just
Relish
say,
this
hey,
chance
oh
to
no, he's
move
fighting
on.
Clan Moors. I'm gonna let you handle Clan Moors. We are now negative in income somehow. That's just fine.
Ulthuan
Let's put
exists.
stamp out Wurzag.
Yes.
Now that we're at war with the Bloody Hands, we've got 1,000 more gold. Ooh, some biggins. Let's make sure we fight this one, that way we're not taking too many losses. Especially since it's a settlement battle. To the field. Alright. Let's start our deployment. And we'll probably just assault through this area. So we'll go Ballista here. Now we'll go Archers. In layers. Guys here. And then we'll go ahead and throw the Spearmen in behind them. One off to the side just in case. Spears in behind just in case we are needed. Which they may not be. One unit of Silvering Guard over on the Z side. Sometimes the AI gets clever and it just sends their guys straight out to fight you.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
Eltharion Archer.
These Illyrian Archers go over here, and then we'll have the Rangers just kind of hang out. They deploy where they want. Alpha Faith Bearer is also up front here. Eltharion to go knock down towers.
Loyal.
Guards are there on this group, same thing for Archers and our recruiters.
It is done.
Battle begin.
I am ever ready.
Alright.
Eltharion serves.
We do have Savage Orc Era boys to deal with. Let's go ahead and just kind of rotate.
Lawmaster.
Switch you over into multi-shot mode. Start carrying up Clubba.
I follow my vow.
Blast some Soul Quench in here.
By my father's blade.
Slow and steady.
Execute them.
And rotate on back around.
I am called upon.
They've got guys kind of in block formation, so that if I had tried to attack one of the Air Boys, they can just send in some Savage Orcs, which, fair enough, we'll send them over this way to do that.
Spearman.
Have the entire main force start advancing. Except for you there. Cavalry, you just gonna stand up in this zone and be obnoxious. Heals for yourself. You should also terrify off these orcs.
Yvresse.
We can start dumping arrows their way too. Bring these Illyrian archers up onto this side so they can start firing on these savage orcs.
It shall be done. Asur forward.
Yeah, doing their best, aren't they?
In Moranian's name.
We'll leave a Eltharion there. We have plenty of heals to Bring him on back up to full.
It will be done.
Bring those Reaver archers to here so they have plenty of clean shots.
Master of Hoeth.
Are they in melee mode? No, sir. What's wrong with our... Oh, it's because we had those guys too. Duh. What's wrong with our archer team?
Eltharion!
I give you one more apotheosis.
The Grim Warden
Extra melee defense, you
rises.
can be able to stamp them out pretty quickly. Let's bring these 3 archers up this direction while everyone else advances.
Forward!
Lord Master of Hoeth.
One of those where even though they try to run, it is gonna save absolutely nobody.
Asa, advance! We go!
Now let's come up this
We
way.
advance! Quickly now!
Go capture this zone.
Illyrian
The 2 of you guys.
Make on one throw!
Shoot them the whole way through. Actually, we can even go for the mist and go invisible. Well, I guess they're still firing the whole time, so invisible they probably will not be.
Avenge the fallen!
Servant of the tower.
Has despair set in yet, orcs? As you know, there's no hope.
Acknowledged!
For Eltharion.
Archers start ranging out these air boys.
Serve the king.
The fang sword hunters.
Although I shoot up in the air there, Eltharion. Go for those heals.
Guided by waystones.
Blast, yes, soul quench at the archers. Only units they have that can do anything to us.
Iran protects me.
Spear leeches, you run.
Sit on heel.
Heaven's having the worst day.
Asor, Lord Master.
They caught you, so turn and deal. Blades away.
Penance.
Alright, we'll have you knock down this tower.
Vengeance.
Spearman!
Advance a bit. And start blasting these savage orcs. You guys move in and deal with these air boys that are in the way. Anyone that advances gets cut down.
Tower Guardian. To battle. Speak quickly.
They'll charge in a straight line and just meet the end rather quickly. Heal yourself then.
Sir Louis Sinner.
Eltharion, let's go ahead and land. Well, let's fire a soul quench and then land.
Empowered by vengeance.
Asa attack. For duty.
We've almost captured this zone, and there's no one over here. Let's you guys come on over and capture this one then.
Bleak but unyielding.
Bleak,
Is
but
required.
unyielding.
The might of
Two archers
Yvresse.
move forward.
All. Ancestors.
Everyone else just go ahead and advance into battle for me.
For the king. Right away.
More heals for Cavill.
They
More
die.
heals for Eltharion.
The Grim Warden rises.
This zone's ours. Let's bring these horse archers in to help. But you guys decide not to go capture the zone.
Without fail.
Let's move to the edge of this bridge here. They're causing some problems. Grab Eltharion again,
Eltharion.
which is having a field day.
As you say.
Alright, everyone, forward. Unto dawn. There's
Guided by
backup beeps.
waystones.
blast outside from the on the surprise. They left for a couple hours, they're back again.
No surrender.
I think they had to go grab some sump pumps. There's been a lot of rain recently, which has done some horrible things to the holes they dug. They're now lakes. Of course, just makes our construction project take that much longer. It's almost been like I said, the entire summer. It's been since March, very late March. We're nearing mid-July now. Alright, Eltharion, this group is broken. Let's bring them up. And there's the victory. Probably not a single elf lost, just as we needed. Alright, and we'll take the win with only 5 losses, allowing us to kind of pivot and deal with whatever Wurzag sends our way. We are going to go ahead and sack this settlement.
Cannot remain.
Being at war with the Bloody Hand. I thought we already had that. Either way, before the Bruce is ours. We've got attack minded for Eltharion now. And the Fang Sword, so extra 10 bonus via infantry and more leadership with fighting for laying siege or encircling. And then we've got the Fang Sword ability, giving it's like just himself magical attacks, more armor piercing damage, and 40% physical resistance. Very good stuff.
Prince Eltharion.
So Eltharion, we can sit here and just go into the latest blessing.
Aid us.
Take down Ekrund. They're likely to come on across the river, although it looks like Belegar is taking his lands back. Awesome. Well, negative income being what it may. We will upgrade the Death Gorge settlement there, and I'm betting we've got, oh yeah, several forces of chaos moving in now.
I reject your petty
Party is taking a lot of damage.
High Elven Archmage.
We've got to keep them from reaching Trilinia, which he can hit next turn. So we need to come on out and fight Eltharion then, don't we?
Assyrian's fire.
Time to bring Assyrian's fire. I want to use Ragara's Pride over with Eltharion, but we're going to get them here. We need the fast movers that are actually elite. I think we even need to grab the Pure Main Company too, spend a good bit of gold just dealing with the Kari. It's going to stink for a turn or two, but we really need it. Alright.
Master of magic.
We need to deal with Nikari now, so onward to the battlefield. If there's anything else we can do to make things better for us. Envelop and Miss is awesome. The enemy leadership -8 here in this area is also great. So we do have to deal with the Wit Stealer Sword. And the Chromatic Tome. Good news is, Nikari has no armor, and if we lock him in one place with the Warden's Cage, he should be very easy to take down.
By the White Tower.
And the rest of his army, though, that's much different. Ooh, a paired victory. Sweet. Well, we will start off the next episode with a battle against the Purple People Eater, Nikari himself, the ancient enemy of Ulthuan. Thank you all so much for dropping by today's Eltharion the Grim campaign. If you all enjoyed today's episode, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. See you on the next one.